During Week 6 of the NFL season, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, arguably one of the most talented quarterbacks in today's game, suffered a right broken collarbone injury at the hands of Anthony Barr, a linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings. This injury is especially devastating, as it occurred on his right shoulder, which belongs to his throwing arm. When throwing in football, you need to use every aspect of your arm, so this injury could be very devastating on Aaron Rodgers' career. He's expected to miss 12 weeks, which will lead to the end of the football season. This means that he will not be returning onto the field for the Green Bay Packers this season. Here's a clip of the injury.
Pass rush coming. And Rodgers, a perfect throw and simply dropped by Martellus Bennett. It would have been a first down, and Rodgers is hurt.
He took a big hit at the end of that play just as he got it out, and it looked like he might have landed on that right shoulder.
Anthony Barr clearly ran into Aaron Rodgers and broke his collarbone. But how does it all happen on the field? It begins when the play starts to break down and Aaron Rodgers has no option but to escape the safety of his pocket. As he runs out to his right, Anthony Barr ensues to make a tackle. From rest, Anthony Barr accelerates at 4.02 meters per second squared to travel a distance of roughly 10 yards in 2.15 seconds. Assuming Barr put in maximum effort, he would have reached Aaron Rodgers with a velocity of 9.14 meters per second. Weighing 247 pounds, at that acceleration, Barr would have knocked down Aaron Rodgers with roughly 450 newtons of force, or 101.2 pounds of force. Due to the fact the collarbone has no major muscle protecting it, a measly 25 pounds of force could break a bone this thin. Barr's 101.2 pounds of force greatly exceeds this number. Not only was Rodgers thrown directly on his arm, the force was applied perpendicular to the bone, which is known to be the easiest way to break a bone. Aaron Rodgers must have definitely been in a lot of pain.
Aaron Rodgers suffered what is known as a clavicle fracture, or more commonly known as a broken collarbone. This injury often results from major trauma. The clavicle is a very important bone and even more critical for a quarterback who might sling their arm upwards of 30 times every Sunday. It attaches your arm to the rib cage at the center of your body. The clavicle acts as a framework, keeping the scapula in place while leaving your arms hanging freely. Symptoms of a broken collarbone might involve a loud snapping sound, bruising, swelling, and increased pain during movement. A displaced bone may cause a small bump.
So today we have a medical professional from Fairlawn here to discuss more about broken bones and specifically the broken collarbone. So my first question is, can a sports player ever fully come back from a broken bone injury?
Yeah, if it is a mild injury, it's within a few weeks or a month, you can back to use your bone. But if it is broken more than 90%, it may take many months before it recovers. And it may hurt when you do some activity for later for the life also.
Alright, my second question is, what are some symptoms to tell if a bone is broken?
Immediately after the injury, it will be severe pain in the site of that location. And if it is mild injury, sometimes if you're lifting or sneezing or coughing, it will be severely painful.
My last question is, what are some ways to fix or mend a broken bone?
Most broken clavicle bone does not require surgery. It heals itself over the time as long as you don't move and put a sling. And if it is broken like badly, then they need open cervical clavicle surgery, and it may take probably 2 to 3 months to recover fully.
Alright, thank you for your time. Broken collarbones are a big deal in the NFL, especially if you're a quarterback. According to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, Aaron Rodgers had to go through an accelerated process to get him back on the field as soon as possible. His surgery involved 13 screws and 2 different types of plates. The Green Bay Packers never expected Aaron Rodgers to return for the remainder of the season, as his timetable was set for 12 weeks. However, his accelerated process allowed him to return in 8 weeks, significantly cutting his time off the field. Furthermore, his replacement, Brett Hundley, was just not acceptable for the remainder of the season. He has no team chemistry, and he has no experience playing in the NFL, as opposed to the starter, Aaron Rodgers, who is considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of our generation.